Hi friends, it's been quite a while since I made a video. I've been really busy with university and also lots of family stuff, so I didn't really have a lot of time to film, but also haven't really been reading much aside from stuff I had to read for uni, and I haven't been studying any languages since the beginning of this year except for Old English, but again that was for my university course, so yeah, I just haven't really had the time to make videos, haven't really had anything to make videos about, and also just don't really feel like making videos. But my summer holidays have officially started and I am excited about language learning again, so I've been making a list of all the things I'm going to do this summer with regards to language learning, as I've been doing for the past few years now. So I made a list in my bullet journal for a couple of languages. As you can see, once again, I'm not really focusing on just one or two languages this year. That would probably be much better for actually improving my level. It would be probably much more efficient to just focus on one language, but frankly I just don't really want to. I enjoy working on a bunch of different languages at the same time, and it's just a hobby for me. I don't really need to get to a certain level anytime soon. I mean, it would be really nice if I would improve quickly, but I just enjoy studying different languages, so that's just what I'm going to be doing this summer. And also I know a lot of people define their goals in terms of what level they want to achieve, but again, I'm not so focused on levels. I mean, in some ways I am, but you'll see later. But yeah, I just want to do what I feel like is fun, so I've just created a list basically based on just stuff that I want to do rather than what level I want to attain by the end of the summer. So as you can see, I have 6 languages on here: Korean, Swedish, Japanese, French, German and Faroese. Korean is a recent addition. I only started Korean on Duolingo a few days ago, so I'm very much a beginner. I don't really know anything about Korean other than I think it looks really cool. I've been watching some Korean dramas and I noticed that I started to pick up on certain words, just very few, but thank you and yes, I could actually understand it, and I recognised them after a while, so that was really cool, and that kind of inspired me to start learning Korean on Duolingo. I've always kind of wanted to learn it at some point because the script just looks so pretty. So yeah, I just started. I'm currently on level 6 on Duolingo. Unfortunately for me on Duolingo, I can't actually see my levels anymore. It seems to have been removed. I hope it's a test and they're gonna come back, but luckily there's another website where you can check out your Duolingo level, so I'm using that one now. And I'm on level 6, and one of my goals is to get to level 10 on Duolingo. I don't think that should be too difficult because I feel like I've hardly done anything, and I've already reached level 6, so I feel like level 10 is, should be easy to accomplish. And my other Korean goal for this summer is to watch another Korean drama. I started one yesterday. What's it called again? The Mysteries of the Alhambra or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I've watched one episode so far and it was enjoyable, but it wasn't as good as the other stuff that I've watched before, so I might look for something else. But yeah, I just want to watch one season of something. I don't really know what I want to watch yet, but I think it would be cool to see if I could pick up other words as well, and especially now that I'm actually starting to learn a little bit of Korean, that should help as well, I guess. So Swedish is kind of my main language, so that's also what I have the most goals for, but it's still not that many because I'm doing a bunch of different languages. So yeah, I could have just focused on Swedish, but I'd want to do so much other stuff as well. But yeah, my first goal for Swedish is to make 2 videos in Swedish, because I think last year my goal was just to make 1 video in Swedish and I managed that, and I just feel like I've made several videos in Swedish now and every time it just gets easier, so it shouldn't really be too difficult, I think, to make 2 videos this summer. And also, if I would set myself the goal of only making 1 video, it would be too easy. I do need to push myself a little bit. The next goal is to write 5 pages of, whatever. I just want to write something because I feel like that's what I do the least in Swedish. I watch a lot of television shows, I listen to music, I sometimes make videos, not that consistently, but at least it happens sometimes. But yeah, I don't really write in Swedish that much, and I feel like that would be especially good for my grammar because I feel like in my videos people can generally understand me, but I still make a lot of grammar mistakes, and I feel like just writing would encourage me to like look up stuff and just not just to ramble like I do in a video, but actually figure out how I can write it in a grammatically correct way. My next goal is to finish 3 chapters in my current Rivstart book, which is my current textbook that I'm using for Swedish, and I don't know, I've opened it once last summer, I think. I'm not even sure how much I did. I doubt I even did 1 chapter, I can't really remember, to be honest, but for several years in a row I set myself the goal to finish this book, and it's like a B1, B2 textbook. And I don't know, it's just, I never do it, and I don't know, it's also been because I've been busy with other stuff, but I also feel like just setting myself the goal of completely finishing the book, that immediately like makes it kind of daunting. Like if I don't do any Swedish for a while, for several weeks this summer, then I already know that I won't be finishing it by the end of the summer, so I thought instead I should just set myself the goal of finishing a few chapters, keep it really low, because that way it's like an easy goal to accomplish. And I think as soon as I've actually started and worked on a few chapters, then it should be not too difficult to continue and do even more chapters. That's how I hope it's going to work, but I don't know if it will. Then I have another goal which I had last year as well, that's to read a book in Swedish. I have 1 book here with me which is in Swedish, The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, but I think I'm going to first read something else because I love the book, but I've also read it in many different languages. I'm currently reading it in English, and I want to finish it in English first and then maybe read some other books before I continue to read The Little Prince one more time. So I think I'm going to read another book in Swedish, but I'm not really sure which one. But back at home I have a bunch of Swedish books, so should have enough to pick from. Then my last goal for Swedish is to watch 5 episodes of some television show. It doesn't really matter what, I just want to watch 5 episodes. I usually go to svtplay.se and I just watch shows there every now and then. Really differs, I can't really remember what I watched last, but yeah, they have a really wide range of programs, some kids shows but also documentaries. You can watch the news there, so yeah, I just want to watch more in Swedish. I already do this sometimes, but it's just to encourage myself to continue. Then I have 3 goals for Japanese, and the first one is to finish 5 chapters in Japanese from 0 to 2, which is the current textbook that I'm using. And yeah, I have the same reasoning here as for like my goal regarding the Swedish textbook. I didn't want to put down as a goal that I want to finish the whole book, because I don't think that's going to happen, and especially if, yeah, it's very easy to get discouraged. I just want to finish a few chapters, and yeah, hopefully that'll encourage me to do more, but we'll see how that's going to go. Then I have another goal for Duolingo, and as I said, I'm generally not very focused on levels, but on Duolingo I am. Like, there it really helps me to keep motivated to continue, so I find it really useful on Duolingo, but not in like general terms, like how good my language skill actually is, which is kind of silly, but there. So yeah, my goal for Japanese on Duolingo is to reach level 18. I'm currently level 16, so that should be doable. And my last goal for Japanese is to read a very short book. This one is, it's just like a kid's book, it's very simple, but one of my pen pals gave this to me. They had previously thought they wanted to start Japanese, but then they decided they didn't anymore, so they gave this to me, which was really kind, and I just want to read this because I have quite a few books in Japanese, but I'm just very intimidated to actually start and read them. Like, I know I can't actually read them, but I think it should be just be good to like try to translate some pages maybe. So yeah, this obviously a children's book, it's very short, so this really shouldn't take me that long, I think, so hopefully I can translate this and that should get me more confidence to actually start reading in Japanese. The next language is French, and my first goal for French is also a reading goal. I'm not really planning to read a book because I don't know, just I generally, with a lot of French like texts that aren't written in a way that is too complicated, I can generally figure out what it says, but I don't know, just reading a book, I don't think my level's there yet, and I mean I would be able to do it, but already just know that it would take me way too long and I just don't really want to do that, so I'm going to read a comic instead, and I already know which one. I want to read this one, La Ligue des Voleurs. This was a present from my friend Elisa. She gave me this like back in September or August, and I still haven't read it, even though it looks beautiful. The illustrations are really cool. And yeah, it just seems like a really lovely story, so I finally want to get around to reading this. And yeah, I don't think it should take me this too long, so yeah, that's my first French goal. Then I want to watch another French movie because I don't know, I'm not very excited about French books because I don't know, just can't really think of any French books that I would like really read for pleasure, other than like that it would also improve my French. I don't know, but with films it's completely different. I have a bunch of French films that I really love, so I'm just gonna have a look and see. There's quite a few French films that I still want to see, so it shouldn't really be too difficult of a goal, and that one I am quite excited about. And next, I'm hoping to make a video in French this year. I keep wanting to do that, but I don't know, I feel like this is probably the most challenging goal here because I'm just not very confident about my French. I feel like my knowledge is very passive. Like whenever I somehow encounter French, I'm always surprised by how much I can actually understand still, because I've studied French in high school but I haven't really continued it much. So yeah, I'm just hoping to make a video. It's probably not going to be super interesting, or like, yeah, I don't really know. Other than like introducing myself, it's hard to figure out what to talk about. Maybe I'm gonna talk about a book. I feel that might be doable, but I don't know yet. But I'm really hoping that it's gonna happen this summer. My last goal for French is to reach level 12 on Duolingo. I'm currently level 10, so yeah, it's should be doable. And again, this is more like, not so much that I want to improve my French, but it's more, I think this will hopefully make sure that my level kind of stays the same, because I would just, like, I studied French in high school, but in the years since, I'm just forgetting stuff, and I'm not really learning much new stuff, but I just want to maintain the level that I have, even though I'm very much a beginner. I just want to keep all the knowledge that I have. For German, I also have quite a few goals. I'm going to reach level 15 on Duolingo. I'm currently level 13, I think. And for German, I'm more excited to actually actively study the language and to really improve, because I don't know, like, I think French, it's not like an ugly language or anything. I think it sounds really nice, but I don't know, in general, I guess I just prefer Germanic languages over Romance languages. I get more excited about Germanic languages, and I'm just more excited to visit those countries as well. So yeah, and my parents live not too far from Germany, so hopefully I get to visit Germany sometime soon, and I can actually use my German. But I don't know, I'm always a bit like, when it comes to German, I'm a bit shy. Like I'm kind of scared to actually use it, but hopefully that's going to change. My next goal for German is to read a book. Again, I have one German book here, but I don't think I'm going to read that one because that's actually one of the few German books that I've already read, and I should probably read something new, but it's really good though. I really love it. It's called Krabbert by Ottfried Preußler, and it's just a really good like autumn read, like around Halloween. It's kind of like spooky, folklore-ish. That's the vibe that I'm getting, but yeah, I really love it. I read it a lot when I was a kid, and I've read it once in German, so I'm gonna reread it at some point, but I should probably read other books first. Then I also want to make a video in German. In the summer of last year I made my first video in German. It was very short, it was not very good, but it was just good to get it out of the way, I guess, because like it just, the more videos you make the easier it gets, I find. So yeah, that's the same as Swedish. So I've made my first video, so hopefully the second one's going to be slightly easier, but it's been a while, so I don't know. But anyway, that's the goal at least. Then I also have a goal for my textbook. I want to finish 2 chapters of German Tutor. Not too many, because I don't know, I don't think German is really going to be a huge focus this year. I would rather focus on finishing my Swedish textbook or Japanese textbook, because I've had those longer, and yeah, I feel like I really should get around to finishing them. But yeah, I want to get something done in my German textbook. Yeah, my last goal for German is to watch a film, and I'm not really sure yet what I'm going to watch. I'm thinking maybe Krabbert, because I've loved the book, so I'm hoping the movie adaptation is also going to be fun. But yeah, I don't really know of any other German films that I really want to watch still. I'm gonna have to like investigate, but yeah, if you have some recommendations for good German films, let me know. And then the last language that I really want to focus on this summer is Faroese, because I'm going to be making a trip to the Faroe Islands, and like every year I kind of try to learn some bits of the language of the place that I'm going to, so I want to do the same with Faroese. And I already started this kind of like beginner's course on faroeseonline.com, and it's really nice. It's very intuitive, like it doesn't really use a lot of English as soon as you start the course. I think you just kind of have to figure everything out from context. I really like it. I do think it might be difficult if you're not really used to a Germanic language or like a Nordic language even, but I am, so I don't really struggle with it. It's cool. It's like, it's definitely more difficult than like Swedish, Danish or Norwegian. I'm guessing it might be more similar to Icelandic, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's more difficult, but so far I've been able to figure everything out. But yeah, I would like to finish that online course. I don't think it's very long, so yeah, I would also like to do something else after I finish that, but I'm not really sure what, because it's not really a language where I can find a lot of resources for. I think I might just try to make like vocabulary lists. But yeah, I'm gonna look online for more resources, but if you have any, please let me know, because it's really hard to find. I also want to start my travel journal for the trip, and I do usually incorporate like some language elements into my travel journals. Like I'll usually write down phrases that are going to be useful for the trip, or like words that I learned during the trip, but this time I think I'm just gonna make like my language my travel journal also the place where I keep my language notes, because I don't think I really need a separate journal, because I just want to learn for the trip, and I don't think that after the trip I can return to the language anytime soon. Maybe sometime in the future, but I don't really have those plans, so I think I'll just put them in one journal. So I'd like to start that one, and then I just have a few random goals that don't really go with all the other languages. I want to write in my language diary at least 10 times. It's just a diary that I write in several languages, like all the languages I'm trying to learn, and sometimes I just write 1 or 2 sentences, if like especially with Japanese where my level is very low, so I can't really write that much, but usually in Swedish I'll write like 1 or several pages, so that should be good to just make myself write more, because in general that's like what I do the least, I think, and also what I need most practice with. And then my last goals are all Duolingo goals. I want to reach level 10 on Duolingo for Russian, because I don't know, I think it's good to like memorize stuff again, because Russian is, I don't know, a language where I need a lot of repetition, I feel, and I've learned a little bit last year and I don't really want to forget that. I don't think I'm gonna like learn a lot of new stuff. It's mostly about like maintaining the level I'm at, which is very much a beginner, but still I would like to maintain the stuff I know. And then I want to get to level 8 on Duolingo for Danish. I'm currently on level 5, and Danish has been kind of a language that I felt like I shouldn't have started, because for a really long time I felt like I shouldn't study Swedish and Danish simultaneously because I would just get confused. But I think I can, like, my level of Swedish is now good enough to at least do like the beginner part of the Duolingo tree for Danish. Like, I feel at the beginning I'm just learning words that I'm very sure I know in Swedish, like, yeah, just like stuff like boy, girl. I don't think I'm really gonna get confused about those words anymore, so I think I should get to level 8 without confusing myself too much. And honestly, I just want to like learn another Nordic language, so that's going to be my goal for Danish. And then my very last goal is to get to level 12 on Duolingo for Italian. Again, this summer I'm not really focusing on like improving my Italian. I just want to maintain what I already know. I'm currently on level 10, so I think when I get to level 12 I'll have at least revise the material I learned last year. I don't think I'm really going to work in my textbook this year. Yeah, like at the moment Italian is just not really a priority, but I'll return to it in the future, I'm sure. Yeah, so those were all my goals for the summer, really, at least as far as languages are concerned. Yeah, I'm really excited. I'll probably post some updates throughout the summer to let you know how it goes, but I'm really curious to hear if you have any goals as well. Let me know in the comments down below, and maybe I'll see you next time. Bye!